We hope you're doing as well as we are.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to another wonderful episode of
Romance
Romance
in
in
the
the
Wow.
Wow. And I am your host, Reese.
And I'm Charlie.
And we are here to bring you another exciting book
Yes.
that we have read. It's going to be a good one today.
Yes.
We also want to send a huge, quick shout out to all the authors who have been reaching out to us.
Yes.
We are so thankful that you guys are
Mhm.
doing that. We're definitely taking your books and running with them.
Yeah.
We have not been disappointed yet.
No.
So we are, and of course those authors will be coming up in the near future. So, but we are, again, thank you guys so
Mhm.
much. Thank you to our subscribers. You know who you are out
Yeah,
there.
we love you.
We love you guys, and we love your comments.
Mhm.
As always, you can hit, to join the Woe Nation. Whoa, the Woe Nation. I know, we got to come up with a better name. But
Okay.
anyway, to join us, we would always love for you to like and hit that subscribe little notification down below to join us. So, because we are excited to be building this channel with you guys and just educating the world
Yes.
on wonderful romance.
Oh,
Because,
definitely.
especially right now, we need
Yes.
some good news and stuff in this world. So, but anyway, Charlie has another wonderful book for us today.
Mhm.
The book is called Saving Sorrow by Kenzie Young.
Ooh.
So here is the cover.
Mhm.
Saving Sorrow. He looks like he's already pretty deep in thought.
He is.
By Kenzie Young. So I'm curious. I have not read this book, so I am curious to hear what it's all about too. So yeah, so take it away, Miss Charles.
Okay. Well, anyway, okay, Saving Sorrow, and this is by I've never read Kenzie Young before, and I actually was very impressed. This is a very deep book. It's a full length. It's a long story, really good. Like you won't want to put down this book. So the point of the book is Saving Sorrow. So Sorrow is ex-military, and him and his group of friends currently own like their own security business.
Okay, hold on before you go. Was Sorrow like his handle? Like how did he get the?
I don't really. That's a good question. I wanted the same
Okay.
thing, but a lot of people in this story have odd names.
Okay.
So I don't know if Sorrow's a name that he was born with or he came with it.
Okay.
So, sorry. This is told from two points of view: Sorrow's and Delaney's, which I love that because I really love when they tell you what the man's thinking too. Now, what Sorrow's backstory is, of course, like I said, he's ex-military. Him and his friends, they were in the military. They're during war. Some American soldiers had been taken, so they go there on a rescue mission to get them, but they've been deceived. It's a trap basically, and they're taken themselves. They're tortured. They're starved. They go through all these horrendous things that happen to them. Physically, they're scarred. Mentally, they're scarred. Emotionally, they're scarred. So they return back to the United States after all this. They've retired. And Sorrow's way of like coping, because it's not really coping, is he has just like reckless sex with whoever. That's one night stands. And he does use protection, so I'll throw that out there. But he doesn't like to be touched. He doesn't like to be in crowds of people. He had all these nightmares. Of course, he's got PTSD really bad. And his brotherhood, who are really concerned about him or anything, they're like, you have to see a therapist or else you're going to end up in jail, because he gets very violent at times with other people. So one night,
Poor Sorrow.
I know it's horrible, and I loved him from like the first sentence when they introduced him. So I think you will too, ladies and gentlemen, because he's really deep, and some people might think he's a little jerky. He's really not. There's a reason for everything that he does, and I don't think to me, he didn't come across as mean or cruel in the least bit. He's someone who's been through a lot. Of course, anyone who's been in the military, God bless you, because I can't imagine going through that.
Yeah, big props to the folks.
We love the
guys
military.
and gals in the
Yes,
military.
you're our heroes.
Yeah.
So anyway, one night he goes out to the club. He sees this beautiful woman. They end up having wonderful sex together, and then they go back to her place. They continue to have more sex, and then they separate. Now,
So she had the healing touch.
My
Okay,
apologies.
Sorry. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So sorry for that. But anyway, so he goes to his therapist. One of his friends from the military makes him go, and they go in together. And of course, in walks the therapist, and it happens to be the lady who he just had sex with at the club. Now, he's been thinking about it for weeks now, and he hasn't touched anyone since he's touched her. So immediately thinking, oh. And of course, she's seen him. Of course, they're both pretending like, what? Yeah, like you're going to say something.
Oh, no, I was just thinking, I'm like, wow, talk about, like, patient confidentiality.
Yeah.
Talk about what is it? Oh, my gosh.
You should
Can't
know.
think. I know, since that's what I do.
Yeah.
But, no, just because I don't think that would be ethical to treat him as a patient. So.
Well, that's an issue for her, too, because Delaney, of course, is the main female. And she's like, I could lose my license for this. I could go to jail for this. It's serious.
Yeah.
And, he's just like, he has to go to therapy, but he's like, I'm not going to tell you what happened. So basically, he tells her nothing. Okay. So she's trying to get to him, but he's not going to tell her what happened to him yet. So.
Yeah. From a therapeutic standpoint, as soon as she saw him, she should have been like, okay, we cannot have a professional relationship because our personal relationship has already been compromised.
Yes. But then in fantasy land, we look past certain things.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
What matters is love.
Yes.
But go ahead.
But
yes.
starting off as lust.
Yes.
So anyway, so Sarah, of course, wants Delaney. Delaney wants him. And they both, even her, she's got her own past that she's dealing with. Or not dealing with. Because that's what they're both basically avoiding. They're very much alike. They're both very wounded. And the thing with this story that I really loved is I love Sarah from Jump. And I love Delaney from Jump because, again, they don't wallow. Yes, they're going through their things, but it's not like they're going, woe is me. They're not getting immersed in drugs and alcohol. They have their own ways of coping. Now, it's not necessarily the healthy way of coping.
Right.
I know.
But everybody copes.
In their own way.
Right.
So we don't judge.
Right.
So anyway, I love this because the relationship, how it builds. And it does build. So yes, they started with the sex part first, but then they built into a relationship. And I love Sarah's friends, who are the ex-military that I mentioned earlier. And I'm assuming, because this is book one, that we're going to introduce all the friends, and they're going to get their own ladies.
Oh.
Because she also has her friends, and her friends are taking care of her, too. So in the way, they both have their own little group of friends to kind of protect and watch over them.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so maybe that's why she hinted at the orgies.
Okay, well.
Nice.
Okay.
Kenzie Young.
We love you, Kenzie. Because this was good. It was hot. It was sweet. There were moments I look, ugly cry, like Kim Kardashian, ugly cry.
She's a big crier, too.
No, I'm tough as nails. But anyway. Okay, but it was beautiful. There were so many moments that Sarah was so tender with Delaney. And she really needed that, because, again, she's gone through her own past, and she has guilt for things that have happened in the past. And I don't want to ruin it, because I don't give away spoilers, as you might, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like to do that. I want you to be surprised like I was. I want you to go, oh, what? Like I did, So this is one of those books that just keeps getting better and better. It took me about 2 days to read this book, because other things happened, but any free moments, I was reading this book, picking it up, finding out what's going with Sarah, what's going with Delaney, what's going with her friends. I love everyone. Of course, there's danger because someone is stalking Delaney.
Oh, I figured maybe there was something with Sorrow since it was a trap in the military.
Well, I think that's going to come. Actually, I think that's going to be revealed later on in the rest of the series because they didn't go into all that detail.
Okay.
Like I said, he wasn't the only. It was the other soldiers also were taken with him.
So were they like special ops or something?
Yes, they were.
Like a brotherhood?
Yes,
Okay.
they were. Sorry, I didn't include that, but yes, they were. You're so smart.
Thanks.
So anyway, so this is a wonderful book. I highly recommend it. I love this book. So I give it a 9 on the smoking scale. So.
Sounds pretty good.
It is.
I think I'm gonna have to check out Sorrow.
You should. I think you would like, especially being a therapist yourself.
Okay.
Because again, you get into his psyche, the way he's thinking, and the things he's gone through, and of course what she's gone through. So I love the way they kind of expose that. And Kenzie Young is very sensitive about the whole PTSD. So don't worry. She's very gentle with it. It's not. She doesn't. make it bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's bad that happened to him, but she's very sensitive about the subject matter.
Okay. Well, I think it sounds awesome.
It is.
So,
It was.
It's interesting that a lot of these books there are a lot of damaged people out there, folks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a therapist, you deal with people who really, in real life, have a lot of the same similar issues.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, Kenzie Young, Saving
Love you.
Sorrow. Here it is. I am definitely going to have to check out this book.
Can't wait for book 2, Kenzie.
So there it is, Saving Sorrow, Miss Kenzie Young. Charlie and Reese recommend that you check it out.
Yes, immediately, right now. It just came out in October, so it's a new release.
Ooh, okay. So I'm definitely going to have to do that.
Yes.
Find some time to read. But anyway, so thank you guys. We suggest highly that you pick up Miss Delaney in Sorrow by, Saving Sorrow by Miss Kenzie Young.
Yes.
And we love that you've joined us for another episode. So come on back for our next episode, which I think the author is going to be who? Who's the next one?
Oh, we're going to do another Leanne Ashers.
Ooh, we love
Leanne.
We love Leanne Ashers. So she's awesome.
Yes, she is.
So, so thank you guys for joining us today. We greatly appreciate you coming to check us out and hanging out with your ladies of a particular age. So, we're pretty awesome.
So are you.
Yes. And so, oh my gosh, you guys, way more awesome. So, because you're actually putting up with us. So, which we appreciate.
What's wrong with you?
So, exactly. Shout out to Mindy Brazier and Miss Melissa Martin. Sorry. I was thinking Johnson because Melissa Johnson Martin. You know who you are, lady.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, again, thank you guys. And until next time,
Yes.
Peace.
Bye.